Welcome to POSH Act Video Series, where you will learn about all aspects of implementing for your team the Sexual Harassment of Women at Workplace Prevention, Prohibition and Redressal Act of 2013. Famous researcher Dan Pink quotes the MIT study in his famous TED Talk. Reward and punishment don't work to motivate people in today's world. What works is autonomy, master, and purpose. In other words, self-direction works better than compliance. To build a culture of self-direction, eliminating fear and creating a safe workplace is the first step. In the POSH Act video series so far, you have learned about the law and its provisions to safeguard the fundamental right of women to safe workplace. Let's start the video number 9 to unpack how a safe workplace is good for business goals and success and not just for the law. The first is the impact of safe workplace on the performance of team members. The MIT study found that reward and punishment based models are built to reward compliance. In fact, higher monetary rewards lead to the performance actually going down. These studies broke the older understanding of economists and led to the study of motivation. Research shows that a team member is fully productive and successful when in an environment of trust and empathy. This happens because trust and empathy leads to self-direction, therefore motivating them to perform better. On the other hand, in an unsafe work environment, the team member is required to always act with alert and caution. The constant fear for their own mental and physical safety is detrimental to productivity and to problem solving. Remember, a company is only as strong as its team members. Number 2 is the impact of safe workplace on the culture of the company. When group politics and favoritism enters the culture, it moves the focus from excellence and mediocrity creeps in. When a case of sexual harassment is neglected or when a safety at workplace is not actively addressed, it gives rise to an unsafe work environment. An unsafe work environment is sensitive to power. Group politics and favoritism is bound to happen and the company will become mediocre. Here's the most important point. You might hire the best of talent with the best of pedigree, but they all come from our society which has gender bias and is still oppressive to women. They bring their culture with them from their upbringing, societal context, and previous company to your team. It is highly probable that even though unintentional, that gender bias would creep at your workplace too. Remember, culture eats strategy for breakfast. And the most important impact on our human values, our commitment to human rights and justice. As responsible citizens, it is our constitutional responsibility to be a good human being and respect the rights of others. You can truly achieve this only if you acknowledge your privilege and be aware of your position of power, and you are compassionate and empowering towards people who are different from you. In reality, hierarchy, caste system, and gender discrimination leads to many barriers for our fellow citizens. Law can only enforce the equity using acts like POSH and provisions like ICC. but to serve true justice, it is our fundamental duty to actively remove barriers from the society. Well done for getting started to achieve a great culture and success for your organization, your team members, and your fellow humans. Thank you for joining us in today's video. Subscribe to our channel for other videos in this series. Visit to the Dhwani Legal Trust website for posters and documents related to this act.